What's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. I don't know if you guys remember, but Cabba has a very strong passive where he buffs Vegeta units when he goes on standby for about 10 or 15 timer counts. With the release of the new Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, you could run Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, God Vegeta, and Cabba together to make a very dominant team. You start your matches with Cabba, gain possession, use all his cards, and then swap into the purple Vegeta. If you remember that his passive gives 2 additional cards, some ki, and a huge strike buff, he could do just an absurd amount of damage. So I wanted to make a team that took advantage of all these different mechanics, and because I didn't want to make a Buuhan showcase yet. So here's the team we're going to be rocking. Obviously the 2 Vegetas and Cabba. On your bench you're going to have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Majin Vegeta, and Raditz. Now, I get a lot of questions where people say that they don't have a particular unit and they're asking for a potential replacement. So I think this is a good opportunity to talk about that. You need your 3 starting units because, I mean, that's what the showcase of the team is. But I guess you could replace the God Vegeta with any sort of other Vegeta unit so long as he's able to take advantage of Cabba's passive. On your bench, you can replace any of these guys so long as they buff your starting lineup. It doesn't matter who it is in particular so long as they provide that Z ability. So you could replace Majin Vegeta with GT Goku, for example, just something like that. Now let's go into PvP and see how this team does. Alright, let's jump into the first match. Lineage of Evil. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see the diverse meta. Gonna be starting out with Cabba here because we want to get that buff when we swap out, right? Get the nice little vanish going, and then immediately get that passive going. Look at that. Crazy damage output. Now normally I would save the ultimate card for yellow Vegeta in case he has to swap in and get some nice damage in, but figured I may as well give it to him. Look at that. Crazy damage. Get a perfect vanish going. Already done with Metal Cooler. Bait his vanish. If only I was quick enough there, I could have got Cabba to dodge that. But my opponent wasn't quick enough either. Look at that, crazy. You know, say what you what about this game, I give them huge props for keeping up with these cool, like, Easter egg, unique interactions between characters that have known relationships in the show. You know, you have Bardock having unique interactions with Goku Black and whatnot, and my opponent quits in the end. And here's the second match. Now look at this super tanky team. It looks like he's doing a mix of the Holy Trinity, and he's relying on the units to dish out their own damage without buffs. He just wanted to make everyone else super tanky, so I thought this would be another good opportunity to showcase this team, you know, because we got 2 units going against Cabba here. Then we get this ultimate, dealing our damage. It's not bad. But Broly just has so much health. 1.2 million. I'm so bad at those. I always botch these. I don't know. Part of me expects it to be super fast, but then it's super slow. And when I expect it to be super slow, it's super fast. Finally get our type advantage. Look at that health. Just an absurd amount of health. I don't know if this team is completely viable or not, but I don't know. Finally get a chance to showcase off Vegeta's quirk card. It's just so clean, and it's super cool being able to chain off of it as well. I'm really glad he swapped into Bardock here because my top priority actually is to get rid of him. The scariest thing about the Holy Trinity is the crit damage, so get rid of Bardock and you just cut off a significant amount of power in the Holy Trinity team. Get a Vegeta, get the Rising Rush off. I almost never get quirk or ultimate cards. It's so strange. It's always Strike and Blast. I was hoping we'd get rid of Broly, but man, just so much health, so much tankiness. It looks like my opponent here doesn't like sidestepping after clashes, and I win by 1 point here. So I realized that I have to immediately go for the attack. just immediately go for it, get the damage out. I went with the blast card first because I was worried about Vegeta swapping in and him trying to take priority again. And for the people that ask me how to do a charge step and to do a tutorial for it, I can't do it. Your best bet is to refer back to Bebop's video because he does it perfectly with really good detail on how to do it as well. Despite me having the 1v3 advantage here, I was not going to let up. Vegeta was that one card that could absolutely come back here. And I immediately got worried with this Rising Rush, because once I lost the yellow Vegeta, I would have lost my type advantage, and with Cabba being green, it was just going to be bad. So I realized I was in trouble here and I had to be careful, because he still has his special skill, his swords. Even with the buffs, there's just so much HP with these guys. I love how Vegeta says that. Arigato. Despite being type neutral, it's absurd how much damage Vegeta pulls out. Damage buff with each card drawn. I guess that's why people need to be careful when they use a God Key team against Vegeta. Using Whis' ability, oh, big mistake, because it's just going to buff him. All of that triggers his passive. Now I used Cabba to do this just because I wanted to see what damage he'd put out. Figured maybe it could be enough considering Vegeta's there as well. But it wasn't quite there. Not too bad though for being at a type disadvantage. And then that's where Vegeta's passive comes through for us. I'm telling you, gaining cards plus key to keep a combo going is crazy. And then here's our final match. Another God Key team. Love seeing all these diverse teams. Once again, starting out with Cabba, getting our Vanish going. And man, a lot of you guys are making comments about how tanky Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is. I mean, Goku. And man, you weren't kidding. I don't know if it's because they nerfed damage done with the more actions that you do. It's in the patch notes, but man, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And I don't know why I used my core card here. Part of me forgot. I think this is the first match of the day, but I have it in as the last slot here. I think I completely forgot because both Goku and Vegeta's core card has the plus there, and I assume they do the same thing. I don't know why. I just momentarily forgot. Switch it up on him, confuse him. This time I go straight for the attack. Switched into Cabba here for the type advantage. See how much damage he's doing. Trying to get that Vegeta out here. Not bad damage, I suppose. It's always so good to set it up that Vegeta finishes off the unit just because he momentarily prevents switching out. So always try to finish him off with Vegeta. Don't give him a chance to switch out. I was hoping for a shoulder tackle clash right there. The more I use the shoulder tackle, the more I can see where it can be viable. I'm still trying to make it fit. I still find it a little strange. Now, this guy doesn't realize, but I know Shallot is super scary when he's the last guy. Don't think I'm underestimating the guy. I made the video on him. I knew I had to get rid of him first before I got rid of the Goku. And man, I really hope the Rising Rush was going to be that, but Shallot's not bad at tanking here. Still pretty good damage output. If we had to lose someone, or if we had someone to take the Rising Rush, it'd probably be Cabba, because with Raditz and his own passive, he gains an absurd amount of HP. He's over 1 mil easy. And it's because of that we got to keep him around. 3,000 HP left at the end. He's probably, my opponent is probably so pissed. He's like, oh, so close. But you know what? That's how I felt with Shallot, so it's okay. Really good damage, really good passive, really good synergy. It's really cool. I wonder if they intend for all these things. You know, plan it in the future with Cabba having the passive so that future units could take advantage of it. Make a Vegeta that gains ki and cards when he swaps in, and gains strike damage to make both of those things mesh together. I wonder if they think about all that, or they just put it there and then it's just coincidence that it worked out so well. I wonder how far ahead they're thinking. How could you, Vegeta? Beat up your own people. I pressed the green card there. I don't know why the hell he did a tap attack. Happens to me every so often where I'll press a card and he'll tap attack instead. But oh well. That's the end of that match. And that's also the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got to learn something new. Try out this team and let me know how it goes. See you guys in the next one. Peace.